AD, baby. Been hunting this bear all week.
I grunted at him. He come running back in. We just smoked another giant.
Just an absolute giant. Lifetime bull for me.
Team 200 is presented by MoonGuide. Plan your best hunt. This week on Team 200, we visit Randy Baker's 2013 hunting season. A trip to Illinois, Kansas, and hunting big whitetails in his home state of Minnesota, right here on Team 200.
So here we are. It's time. The opener's here. We've spent a ton of time putting our Whitetail Institute's food plots in. We've got our brassicas and our peas, and we've turned the ground. We've got everything ready to go. I'm just really excited for the season. It's here, and I think we're ready to go. Crumrin came up, killed a great deer with me. I was pretty jacked because this was his first hunt in Minnesota.
Awesome animal.
But now it's my turn. I get to go down and hunt with Mr. Adam Crumrin in Illinois. And he's got great deer. The guy knows how to find them. He knows which deer are which. He's got pictures over years of these deer. So was I excited to go down there and hunt with him? Absolutely.
The first thing that pops into my head when I hear the name Randy Baker is he puts cream in his coffee. I mean French vanilla, really?
Real men drink black coffee. Well, you know what? I like a little flavor, a little sweetener in my coffee.
Hi, Adam. Brent. Yeah, nice to meet you.
We're going to a field that Adam, he's got a couple good picks and a couple really good bucks in this field, or in this block of timber. They just cut all the corn, and we're going to sit inside the woods. They're going to be coming back off of, probably off the corn in the evening. We're going to be kind of in the bedding area. We're going to see if we can go get something done. So the plan is that Adam Crumrin and I are going to go into this timber that he's got all set up. Stands are set. Got a double set in there for a camera. This block of timber has got a few really good bucks in it, but one absolute giant that he's been chasing for years. So the plan was I'll run the camera unless one of the other good bucks steps out. It's a calm morning, it's crisp, and I hear Adam say, it's the brow tine buck. So I'm now jacked up because guess what? Now I get to go in front of the camera with the bow. So we switch, we rotate the camera around, he gets the camera, and here he comes.
Giant deer on the ground. By far the biggest buck I've ever killed.
And I had a Ozonics pointed. He didn't pick up anything. Gave me a 30-yard shot.
Thank God I have an Ozonics.
Start seeing more deer more often and closer than you ever thought possible with Ozonics. Ozonics is the only product that actively and continually attacks game spooking odor in the downwind airstream during your entire hunt, allowing you to beat an animal's #1 defense, its nose.
Adam Crumrin has returned the favor for his whitetail in Minnesota and put Randy Baker on a giant whitetail in Illinois.
I love this game. I've said it a million times. Let me tell you, we're trying to be quiet here because Adam has got a buck he's been chasing for years in this same big block of timber. But I gotta tell you, I shot that deer 10 feet behind me, and his first step with that hypodermic is pouring. I mean, look at this. It is pouring out of him inside of 2 steps. Wow. Look at that heavy horn thing. Look at the character. Well, here we go. Here's our boy. We're in this thicket, this bedding area this morning. They're coming back from they just picked that corn last night, and Adam knew that if we could get him between the bed and the corn, we'd have a good chance at. This is the buck actually that we were after. Double brow tine, tall brow tine buck. Has been on this farm for years, and he's kind of a bully, so Adam asked me to come down and take a crack at him. And the man knows what he's doing because he put me right in the wheelhouse. First week in November, Illinois. Team 200 is on the board in Illinois. I am so excited, and I can't tell Adam Crumrin thank you enough. What a great heavy deer. What a great deer. Look at the brow tines on those suckers are 9-10.
Successful hunt in Illinois, and now I'm off to Kansas. Hunt with my good friend Chris Seymour. He's done a great job. He had cameras out, was able to locate a couple really good bucks for us in this farm, and we had a chance to hunt this particular farm, and we saw this deer the first day. And we played cat and mouse with him. We just could not get where we needed to get due to wind, or he switched trails. I mean, there's several different situations. But finally, on about the 5th day, we finally were in a position that we felt we were in the right spot.
Trip.
And you know what? It was just a clean miss. I shot right over top of him, and I had to sit there and watch him bounce up on the bank, get out into the open, and just walk away.
I'm not completely sure yet, but I can tell you one thing. You go from here to here in a hurry.
And you know, that happens with hunting. Here's the hard part. I'm thinking I'm gonna have an opportunity at one of the largest bucks that I've had a chance to harvest. It's a complete and utter failure. But you know what? We don't quit. Sit there, you gather your thoughts, try to figure out, if you can, what you did wrong, try to fix it, but stay after it.
While other companies add preservatives and or water to their products, all raw frozen scents are 100% pure.
Well, I just took some raw 30 plus estrus and freshened up this mock scrape I've got here.
When preservatives are added to ward off decomposition or when scents are diluted with water, both of these commonly used practices can actually change the scent's profile, making it less than desirable to deer. You as a hunter might not be able to detect the difference, but deer certainly can.
put on some raw 30 plus estrus. I mean, I really doused it, and then just exposing that dirt, you know, will really draw their attention too.
Raw frozen scents are 100% pure and frozen to preserve their freshness. Nothing is added, nothing.
Hunting in Kansas with outfitter Chris Seymour of Seymour Bucks, Randy Baker just missed a giant whitetail.
I shot high, I aimed for center, but I shot high. And you know what, that happens. And he ducked and boom, right over top of him it went and off he ran. Missed, it was a clean miss. But it happens.
You have to stay focused, whether it be the buck that you're hunting gets busted up, you just missed the buck of a lifetime. You don't know, the next time you check your trail camera, there could be a brand new buck show up that you didn't know was there, and then you're gonna start the process all over again. You just have to stay focused through the whole season.
So here it is, December. You know, we spend all spring, summer planning, trying to make sure that we got enough food for these deer from early season to late season. And I gotta tell you, this Whitetail Institute food plot that I have is holding its own, because the deer every day are pouring into this food plot and they're eating it right down to the dirt. And we're just hoping that this cold weather and their hunger will get them on their feet and bring them into this food plot for us. Who comes in, but the buck I've been really wanting to harvest is double throat patch. He comes in, puts on a great show. I got a lot of great pre-roll, a lot of great video of him. And, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking focus, focus, focus.
Shot under him.
So, go to Kansas, I miss. I come home, I have an opportunity at one of the bucks, not the largest buck I've ever seen, but I got a lot of history with this deer. And when I drew it, and when I shot, I just shot low. Now, for those that have ever missed, but man, I tell you, I've never missed twice.
Just shot under double throat patch at 35 yards. Should have ranged him. I know it's 35. I know it is.
And it was eating me up. But guess what? There's no way I was gonna let him beat me. I still had 2 weeks left of the season.
For over 2 decades, the MoonGuide has been the #1 rated tool for serious hunters, telling you when giant whitetails will move and where you need to hunt. Now, you can accurately predict the best days and times to catch a big buck moving during daylight with the Deer Hunter's MoonGuide. Are you tired of hunting nocturnal trail camera bucks? Do you ever wonder why some bucks only show up during daylight on certain days each year? The Deer Hunter's MoonGuide is here to help, and it's unlike any other lunar tool you've ever seen. For effective preseason scouting, scheduling time off work, planning out-of-state hunts, and increasing your overall hunting success, simply check the MoonGuide's calendar to find the best days, times, and hunting locations to catch a mature deer on his feet during daylight hours. The MoonGuide is now available as a mobile app too, giving you exclusive tips from the pros, local weather, the rut guide, exclusive discounts, and the deadly red moon data. Plan your best hunt at moonguide.com. After missing in Kansas and once in home state of Minnesota, Randy Baker is focused and determined to get the job done.
Yeah, well, stay put. Maybe they'll come back.
He still has 2 bucks on the list, a buck named Double Throat Patch and a buck named Big Tiny. Randy has decided to back out until everything is perfect.
Now, missing once I could live with, but now I just missed a second time in just a few weeks. And you know, what do? This food plot, this Whitetail Institute food plot is drawing these deer in. So the wind is right, and I gotta go back to this same stand.
Should have ranged him. I know it's 35. I know it is.
Bow hunting is full of highs and lows. And I just think that, you know, that's part of the reason why we do it. We like to experience the roller coaster of emotions, and you just got to be prepared to get back on your feet when you get knocked down.
I'm starting to question, you know, is anything gonna come in? And I had some deer slide in, and I look off to my left, and here comes one of the bucks, big tiny. One of the bucks that I've been after, got a ton of trail camera pictures of. And he's coming into the food plot.
Just stuck tiny. Oh my gosh. Redemption. Redemption. I can't believe it. This food plot, they just have been hammering it. It's down to the nubs. They're chewing the tops off the radishes.
So this is what I would consider my season of redemption, because I started out the year on the highest of highs. I had a really good friend come into town, and he was able to harvest a great buck on my property. I was able to go to his hunting place in Illinois and harvest a great buck there. To Kansas, and I miss, and I come home and I miss, and so this emotional roller coaster, I'm all over the place. But I was able to end the season and redeem myself and feel confident in starting the new year.
He come in from those pines, videotaped him walking all the way, and he walked right where that other buck stood, just this side of it. Drew back, and I thought, I am not missing this time. I put the pin, 35-yard pin center, and I raised it just a little bit. He just went, ah! You like to see right there.
They have to eat, and they're going to breed. You know, those are the two big things that you set those in stone, and then you branch out away from that to devise your plan around those things, the breeding time and the feeding time. With the feeding, food plots, Whitetail Institute seed, Whitetail Institute mineral, you're using the best of the best.
Yeah, Scott was right, he busted off this brow tine, and he busted off this too early. And that brow tine looks like it was too as well. He's got some sticker points. This buck, heavy mass. This buck is a stud, 6-year-old buck. Last year he got a pass.
When it comes to chasing big deer and, you know, staying after them from September, October, November, December, January, I mean, the mental attitude can make or break your success.
And he survived, and he grew back normal. So 6.5-year-old big bodied deer, even through rut after rut, he's still a beast of a deer.